is absolutely ridiculous. I have to know who it is.
Oh no. It's Mark Lee. Hey guys, it's Mark Yoon here with a special announcement. This year, April 14th, I'm going to be at Camden Comic Con, so you can find me there. And on the 15th, I'm actually going to be at River City Comics on the White Horse Pike in Berlin, New Jersey, with the entire team behind Squirt. We're going to be doing signings and other stuff like that. And while supplies last, you get a free trading card when you come there. So I hope you save the date, and I hope to see you guys at both of those places. Link will be in the description box below. And as always, guys, stay powered up. Peace.
Hey, what is up, guys? This is Mark Yoon, and today I'm going to bring you an interesting video. So, as we thought with the announcement of Soul Calibur 6 and the various interviews that we've seen with the producer and all the rumors and stories that have been confirmed and proven false and all that kind of stuff, I think a lot of us had a solid kind of idea of what we thought the story mode was going to be like. But I think now, with the inclusion of the last trailer and proving one of the leaks that Zasalamel is going to be put back into the story, that opens up a whole nother world of possibilities that we can possibly see come to fruition in the story. For instance, in Soul Calibur 2, there was obviously no Grow, not that we've seen, and there also is talks about the inclusion of his adopted father, which is leaked to be Frederick, which is also Siegfried's father. So I don't think we're going to see a tit-for-tat story of Soul Calibur 1 and 2. I think this is going to be a wholly different story. And we're going to get into a few of the reasons why I believe so, and talk about some of the possibilities wherein that can actually come from this. And I think it'll be a cool topic to talk about. So without further ado, let's jump into this. So as everyone knows, the Zasalamel works for an organization that controls time, or they're kind of like time patrollers. They it hasn't been given to us too much information about what they exactly do, what their job exactly is, but we know that at least Zasalamel can travel throughout time, and we've seen him in a suit and tie, standing in our normal modern day, so we know that he can jump around to pretty much wherever he wants at this point. And I think the possibility of there's been some talks around how they didn't like where the story was going with Soul Calibur 5, and a lot of them this is kind of like a soft reboot just to get rid of kind of the story from 5, but keep it there as an alternate timeline type of deal. So I believe that the whole thing between Soul Edge and Soul Blade started obviously from early jumping off points that weren't really well I don't want to say thought out, but executed from the Soul Blade through Soul Calibur 3 stories. And I think they want to just try and consolidate this and give us a more concise story, by also incorporating parts of the 5-part manga that was released, and kind of just give new players a good jumping off point, so they feel as though they don't have to go back and play the previous 7 games in order to including Broken Destiny and the Legends one. So what we can determine from this is that I think that there's a good possibility that Zasalamel goes back in time to the Soul Calibur 2-1 era, and he feels that was the part where we lost control of Soul Edge and things went awry. So probably after the battle with Cervantes, I'd say, at some point. And when it just became a chasing down for the souls, and then the awakening of Algol and all that stuff. So I believe that this is some way going to be Zasalamel's mission to kind of set things on the right path. Perhaps he's actually the one that summons Grow from whatever timeline that Grow is in. I believe he's probably in the regular timeline, or perhaps he was just given to Frederick to train because like he was going to be a powerful villain in the future or something like that to set him on the right course of action. So I mean, there's a lot of possibilities there that will be fun to play around with. But I think the whole new antagonism is going to be between Grow and Nightmare. Perhaps he's going to see what Soul Edge is doing to Keelik, and after we're forced to stop Keelik, he's on a mission to get Soul Calibur in order to separate Nightmare from Siegfried, which is his brother through adoption. And I don't know if they're necessarily going to be rivals. Perhaps he's literally just there to try and save him from the spirit of Nightmare, because Nightmare seems to be playing a pretty big role. But this will also entail that maybe he's going to gather heroes from time to his cause to help him to bring Siegfried back from the brink, because Siegfried merging with Nightmare, or becoming Nightmare, was kind of the catalyst for what set the ball rolling into the darker places that the Soul Calibur series went, leading up to like Patroclus and all that stuff. So I think it's pretty safe to say that, like, since Zasalamel is in the game and he is a time traveler, we can bring any hero that we want in from the game, especially because they said this was going to cover Soul Calibur 1 and 2 primarily eras, but we also have the inclusion of Zasalamel, which was a Soul Calibur 3 character. So with him being in, he can pretty much bring anyone with him that he wants, especially if he's aligning himself with Grow, or maybe he summoned Grow in order to help him. So we can see him literally like trying to separate Nightmare after seeing what happens with Keelik. So he can summon anyone that he wants, including characters like Taki, maybe even characters like Amy, or people that we haven't seen since like 4, stuff like that. Like, I mean, hopefully some of my favorites are going to be in there, like Sungmina and Youngsong, possibly Huang. But I mean, like, the possibilities are literally endless, so pick your poison. Like, I can talk about what I want all I want, but we have up through 5 to choose from. So any of those heroes could possibly make it in. If they don't, they could potentially make it in DLC. We already have a rumor that, or a leak rather, that like Hilde is actually going to be one of the DLC characters, the first DLC characters. So we're pulling people from all culminations of Soul Calibur, and this could turn into like a Soul Calibur Tekken Tag situation with a heavier emphasis on story, obviously. So I think it's interesting what they're doing, and there's a lot of possibilities at their disposal, and I think the whole time travel thing actually works in Soul Calibur because it explains like a lot of the inconsistencies that we've seen in the past, and it actually can provide a door for more things to happen in the future. But what I'm mostly interested in is your opinions on what you think is going to happen in the story, or what you would like to see happen in the story. That would be the most interesting to me. So leave a comment telling me what your personal synopsis would be, or what you would at least like to see, or characters you'd like to see return to fight on the side of Grow, or do you think that's even a possibility? Do you think Grow's just a bad guy? Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching, and I hope you guys do leave some comments in the comment section so we can talk about this. And if there's anything else you guys want me to cover, just hit me up and let me know. And that's going to be today's video, guys. Hey guys, thanks again for watching the video. If you liked the video, drop a like, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it so you can grow with the channel. Thanks to everyone who has subscribed already. If you have something to say, leave it in the comment section below and we can start a conversation, or hit me up on Twitter. If there's anything else you guys need, let me know and feel free to contact me. As always, stay powered up. Peace.